Okay, I'm back again, and I went ahead and wrapped the lightsaber tube with foam, and it lights just like perfectly evenly. I mean, the camera can show one thing, but to my eye, there's no black spots. It's a perfectly lit, bright red tube. Very, very awesome. And this is the way I got the end of the lightsaber done. It does have some melt marks because the polycarbonate bubbles a little bit. But I put this block, I just made out of maple on the lathe, of maple wood, and just put a little bit wider of an inch hole in the center, so that when the heat hits it, the heat only gets around here, and you can hold this part while heating. And I just use a simple propane heater. I don't want to use open flame, but this heats it really well without starting on fire or anything, and you can just hold it. And the way I did it was just pretty much rotate it like on a barbecue. And I made this little component here, and it has the right shape of this, and I heat up a little bit, put this on it, and twist and kind of make it conform to the shape. And it took about 10 minutes to get it all done. But it came out really well. I shape it, reheat the polycarbonate, shape it, reheat it, until basically this all closes up and there's no hole there, and you have a nice round shape. And with the way this bubbles, really acts as a benefit for the saber, because the LED will shine straight out through here, which is one thing you don't want to see. And so this acts as a dispersal, or diffusion, I'm sorry, diffusion part, instead of having to put foam at the tip. So it all kind of helps itself look right. So that's about it. It's just kind of a concave cutout part, and I just cut my own tool out on the lathe. There's just a shape there. It's a 1/2-inch bit because the tube is an inch wide, so I just made this a little bit wider. So in my next video I'll show how I attach the tubing here inside the lightsaber and get it working for you. The lightsaber itself has no sound, but this is basically it's just Anakin's from part 2. And I'm scratch built on the lathe, and simple on-off button, no sound. So I'll just be wiring this little sucker up. This is the battery case, just tapped it. And the battery component, same as this one here, just 3 AAAs, and that is tapped on the back. One of the tricks for adhering these things is the best approach I found, and it looks really pleasing cosmetically, is using the double-sided sticky tape for automotive or cars, for mounting moldings and stuff. I built one of these about 4 years ago and still have the old saber, and this stuff is still on. It's almost entirely weather resistant, weatherproof, everything, you know, somebody who's building sabers could use, and you can cut it. Sticks really well to metal and plastic. Saber is pretty tight, so this just screws back on. So we'll light it up soon.